Hello guys and welcome back to another UEFA Champions League Fantasy podcast. In this episode I'm going to show you early tips for UCL Fantasy Matchday 6. I have some stuff to do. First of all, I want to show you how my team have performed on Matchday 5. Then I will make a little preview about Matchday 6 and find out which players can be the best options to be selected for the specific Matchday 6. Then talk about the chip strategy, which one is better to use, limitless or wildcard for the specific matchday 6. And of course, let's see my early plans and the transfer tips for the upcoming fixture. So guys, first of all, if you appreciate my effort, please subscribe the channel and like this episode. Help me to reach the subscribers milestone, which is on the screen right now. And what's the most important, join in my UCL Fantasy Private League and let's make a little competition between us. The code is on the screen and also will be in the description. So let's start guys how my team have performed on matchday 5, sorry. This is the result on the screen, 101 points, and thanks to Kylian Mbappe who took approximately half of these points. So I used limitless on matchday 5, and if you watched my deadline stream, I was having the biggest dilemma, having to choose between Lewandowski and Serhou Guirassy. I chose Lewandowski, but Serhou Guirassy did better job, and I was not surprised because Lewandowski was playing against Chelsea and Chelsea played good football, while Serhou Guirassy played very well against Villarreal and scored goals. So guys, my team was looking like this, and I had Kylian Mbappe as the captain on the second day, who took 44 points. Lewandowski with only 2 points. João Navas with 6 points. Scott McTominay with 50 points plus Man of the Match award. Vicha Kvaratskhelia with 6 points. Mohamed Salah with 2 points, and I was surprised PSV just destroyed Liverpool in a away game. Nuno Mendes with only a single point. Virgil van Dijk with 0 point. Di Lorenzo with 9 points, with Otamendi also 9 points, and Milinkovic Savic with 6 points. So in summary, I got 101 points, and I mean very well. Not the best one, but a good one, to be honest, under the limitless. On the bench, I had Con with 0 point, Erling Haaland and Phil Foden with 1 point, and Emre Can with 1 point. I can say, and it's fair, that my bench did not play matchday 5 because Haaland and Foden was substituted in on the second half and had not the best opportunities. Maybe Haaland had only one chance to score, but he did not against Leverkusen. City was beaten by German team, and it was well deserved because of Guardiola's experiments. Because I was thinking that Haaland and Foden, both players are in the best shape, and I want to use them under the limitless card, but somehow Guardiola just made a brainstorming and overthinking. I think that's why they lost against Leverkusen, and they deserved it. So that was my team performance. I could have better because I could pick Serhou Guirassy, maybe Haaland and Foden was going to play, but I did not know. Nobody knew except Guardiola. So what about Emre Can, who was my fourth substitution at this moment? Emre Can just takes penalties in absence of Ben Sebaini, but somehow he also did not perform, and Borussia Dortmund was awarded by 2 penalties. So if Emre Can scored twice, I could have better points, and of course with Serhou Guirassy instead of Lewandowski, but that's okay, sometimes happens. And now let's see the matches, what we get on matchday 6. The opening is going to be Kairat against Olympiacos and Bayern against Sporting. So the main concentrate must be about Bayern against Sporting, because I think the German team are going to be heavily favorites, and the defeat against Arsenal after that, I think they are going to win against Portuguese team. And what about the main aims? To be Hurricane and Ulisse from Bayern, and also don't forget the young star Carl, who is playing perfectly when he gets the opportunities. Atalanta against Chelsea, and I can't see the favorite because Chelsea can concentrate on the single fixture while they just don't play the best football. They are not in the best shape, but I know that they can beat Atalanta in a way. PSV against Atletico de Madrid, and Atletico de Madrid are the masters to win that kind of matches, and you can concentrate on Julian Alvarez in that fixture. Union Saint-Gilles against Marcel and Aubameyang had great match against Newcastle. I count as Marcel can be the favorite against Union Saint-Gilles, and I would pick Aubameyang and Geronimo Rulli in goalie because I believe that Marcel can grab a clean sheet against Belgium team. What do you think about it? You can comment in the comment section. Monaco against Galatasaray, and Victor Osimhen is back finally, so he can play against Monaco. But Monaco is not a team like Union Saint-Gilles, the team like the PSV scored many goals against them. So what about Victor Osimhen, who is good player, we all know, but on match day 4 he had Ajax. On match day 3 he had I nearly forget. He had Bodo Glimt, of course, but on match day 6 Monaco in away game is not the same, just like Bodo Glimt at home and disaster Ajax, terrible Ajax in away game. So I don't think having Victor Osimhen in that match is going to be perfect. I know that he can score single goal, but I think we can get better forwards on the specific match day 6. So Spurs against Slavia Prague, I would pick the defensive players from Spurs. I know they are costing too many goals, but against Slavia Prague, I think Spurs are going to be favorites. Maybe you can pick, if you want, Colomboani in the forward line, and also you are able to pick Romero in defensive line or Vicario as the goalkeeper. Barcelona against Frankfurt, and I think the defeat against Chelsea, and it's a vital to win against German team Frankfurt, because you know that Barcelona is not in the best shape right now, and they have not the best points, and if they want to qualify directly from the top 8 teams, I think that they must win the last 3 fixtures, and one of them against Frankfurt. And the main options, of course, from Barcelona are going to be Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, who is in the best shape, and he scored the goal against Atletico de Madrid. And also we can pick Robert Lewandowski, who has great experience to play Champions League football, and he's one of the top scorer in the history of the UCL. Inter against Liverpool, and if Liverpool continues playing like this, I think Lautaro Martinez and the campaign has the opportunity to beat Liverpool, and maybe that will be the last dot for Arne Slot's career in Liverpool. And I think Inter can be a little bit favorites because of the recent shape against of the Liverpool. Sorry. What about 10 December matches on Wednesday? We got Karabakh against Ajax, and I will not be surprised if Karabakh beats Ajax at home. Villarreal against Copenhagen, and I think that Villarreal are going to be favorites against Danish team. Dortmund against Bodo Glimt, of course, we have the opportunity to pick Serhou Guirassy in our team, Adeyemi and Bensebaini, or just Grigori Kobel if Bensebaini is not healthy at this moment. Leverkusen against Newcastle, and this match can be a draw, maybe, why not? But if I pick anyone else from that fixture, maybe it is going to be Malik Chow from Newcastle or Grimaldo from Leverkusen, because he takes penalties, you know, he's actually defender and turns on in attack many times, so I think Grimaldo could be the good pick. What do you think about it? You can tell me in the comment section. Brugge against Arsenal, and Arsenal just has heavy minus in defensive line, just like Saliba is injured, Gabriel is injured, also Mosquera got injured. So too many problems in defensive line, but I think even under that circumstances, Arsenal is able to beat Brugge in a away game with a clean sheet. The main characters I can pick, the main players we can pick in that match, maybe they are Merino, who is actually midfielder but plays as the forward. Also Eze, who plays very well. Timber from defensive line, and of course David Raya, because we have the hope Arsenal can grab a clean sheet against Brugge. Sorry about that. Bilbao against Paris Saint-Germain, and I count Parisians as the favorites, and the main players which can be picked are going to be Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha or Navas, and Nuno Mendes from defensive line. Juventus against Paphos, and Juventus just won the match against Bodo Glimt in the last with the last minute. Kenan Yildiz good play, and I think if they want to beat Paphos, they must win that match, and if they want to qualify in the Champions League round of 16 or just to play playoff round, I think they must beat Paphos in a away game. And the main characters I get there could be Kenan Yildiz, of course, especially him, and also Dusan Vlahovic. And if you have the hope that Juventus can grab a clean sheet against Paphos, you can buy a defender from Juventus just like Kalulu or a goalkeeper Di Gregorio. Benfica against Napoli, Mourinho against Conte, the match which can be the heavier, and I think we can grab Otamendi from that match or just Scott McTominay from Napoli, and I think this match could be draw, the goalless draw maybe, nobody knows. Real Madrid against Manchester City, the best match during matchday 6. Of course, Guardiola against Xabi Alonso, Erling Haaland against Kylian Mbappe, and we got the good fixture, just like classic from the last Champions League campaigns, where Real Madrid beats often Manchester City, and I think both teams are in a good shape. Both teams can score many goals, but I think Real Madrid can be a little bit favorites because they are playing at home against Manchester City. But don't forget that sorry about that. Don't forget that Manchester City just lost the match against Leverkusen, and meanwhile on the deadline stream day 2, I just told you that it was silly decision from Guardiola and unexpected to arrest all the best players from the main team, because the next fixture was going to be against Real Madrid, and they lost against Leverkusen. Nobody surprises if they lose against Real Madrid, and it will be under the question mark if they qualify directly from the top 8 teams. And last year both Real Madrid and City played the playoff against each other, and Real Madrid won that match. And now nobody knows if they play against Barcelona, because both teams losing many points. If Real Madrid beats Manchester City, of course we can have maybe we can have City out of top 8. And the players which we can aim in that at this moment could be Mbappe, of course, who is in a great shape, Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, and maybe Vinny Jr. because of the play style, and Jude Bellingham must not be forgotten. So now guys, talk about the chip strategy. Which one is better to use, a limitless or wildcard? And I have used both. I was pushed both times on matchday 2 and matchday 5 because of injury problems and because of the not the best fixture for me. I was pushed to use limitless and wildcard. Now I don't have any of them. Specific for matchday 6, we got some kind of matches. I can tell you that I would use limitless and not wildcard, and I would say wildcard for the matchday 7 or matchday 8, or just I would use wildcard for the playoff. I mean, round of 16 or the quarterfinals. Nobody knows. but limitless card could be the better option on matchday 6, and on the deadline stream I just told you same that the limitless is better one to use on matchday 6, and I will tell you why. The players, expensive players, some players got healthier right now and not injury cases, less injury cases. For example, from Bayern you can pick Kane and Olise, which are expensive. You can buy Julian Alvarez. Also from Tottenham, Cuti Romero. From Barcelona, 3 players, Lewandowski, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, 3 of them are very expensive. For example, Lautaro Martinez from Inter. You can aim on Dortmund, which is against Bodo Glimt, and you can buy Sergio Guirassy, Korem Adeyemi, of course, Mensabini if he's healthier, or just Emery Can or Kobel at the goalkeeper. From Leverkusen, you can buy Grimaldo, whose price is 6 million, you know. From Arsenal, you can buy Saka, which is expensive also. You can buy Mikel Merino. Maybe David Raya and the Timber, both players are expensive according to their positions. From Paris Saint-Germain, you can buy Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha, or just Mendes. From Juventus, of course, Kenan Yildiz or Dusan Vlahovic. Both player prices are not that cheap. From Benfica and Napoli, you can buy Scott McTominay especially. And from Real Madrid, I just told you, Foden, Holland, Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, and Vini Jr. So every player are so expensive and the fixture are looking too good. And under the limitless card, you can gain more benefit than under the wild card. But of course, guys, I will have both wildcard and limitless team selection episodes on my channel on Saturday and on Sunday probably, so you can wait for it and rate it out of 10 in the comment section. So guys, this team is looking like, my team is looking like this, and we can see what kind of changes I can take. So I like goalkeepers, and I must check if they play on the same day. They are not playing on the same day. That's already a good one. So the goalkeepers are good, I think. If Akanji plays the whole match and Bensabine is healthy, I like my defensive line also. Denborn, which was injured, I think, but maybe he's healthier. Okay, Denborn, Upamecano, Akanji, and Bensabine. I like 4 of them. Which one? Maybe instead of Gabriel, I will take the defender, which can be from maybe Borussia Dortmund, the double up. Or just I can pick Grimaldo instead of him. Why not against Newcastle? Or just Cuti Romero, who just scored, guys, double in the Premier League. And Romero is good at ball recoveries also, so we can use that player in our team. The match is against Slavia Praga. We can replace Gabriel with his teammate Timber or Ben White or Calafiori, so there are many options. In the midfield line, I have Lamine Yamal, which I like. There is Adeyemi, which I also like. Olise is very good. Barış Alper Yılmaz is not the best one. He is the contender to be replaced in my team. And Mikel Merino is also good if he plays from the starting lineup. If not, I have to change him. What about my forward line? I like the pick of Kylian Mbappe, but I like him more than Erling Haaland. So I want to pick Harry Kane. So if I do that, I have to remove Erling Haaland from my team and pick Kylian Mbappe instead of him. Sorry, Harry Kane instead of him. Then Grimaldo. Maybe I take -4 and pick Serhou Guirassy. This is looking good one. This is looking too good, guys, in my opinion. Also, I can take a risk and keep Gabriel. Just play with the minus player. So the plan is like this. Of course, I will have the best wildcard team selection. I will have the best limitless team selection. Of course, the deadline stream on Tuesday night. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I wish I'll get you the good tip for early preview. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to help me to reach the subscribers milestone. Like this episode and comment your opinion in the comment section. Thank you. See you later. Wish you all the best. Goodbye.